I was going through Pleasant Hill, and this building was vacant, and I did my research, like y'all did research on me. I did my research and found out how I can possibly get the building. So that was on a Monday. Wednesday, I met with a particular people, got my proposal together, and by Friday I had the keys. I didn't have a plan, didn't have resources, but I knew that my heart was in the right place, and then I knew that it was a need. So with a lot of blood, sweat, and tears from a lot of volunteers, we got it together. I had a meeting, they were talking about getting more kids active on bikes. I'm like, wow, this is a good program. They get to travel, they get to do different things, and to be quite honest, minority, black and brown kids do not get a chance to bike. I've seen articles when they say, you know, cycling is one of the whitest sports, and it really is. We just went to a mountain bike race, and we were only black folks there, but it was okay. But our kids are getting to see a whole nother world. And the cycling world is such a vast amount. So when you're talking about giving kids the opportunity to create their future, that's what we do. So some of our kids had never been out of Macon. Now because of that, we took them to Indianapolis. They took their first plane ride. You know, they've been to New York. I mean, I can tell you how many places they've been, not just in the state of Georgia, but all over the nation. So we have a two-pronged approach to it. We do get donated bikes, but we also purchase brand new bikes. That's what our funding is used for. I do see kids riding bikes, but in my opinion, because I'm a licensed LCI, which is a national accredited bike safety, their bikes are not safe. You know, they're piecing bikes together, and with me trying to get more kids on bikes and get them more active, it has to have a safety component to it. So we do have people donating bikes at our second center. We actually have a bike shop. So the kids and our coaches, they work on bikes. So every bike that we give away is as safe as possible. Kids can get bikes through a couple different ways. We work with organizations to give bikes. We have a STEM program in which they do an online class. They can earn a bike. It's an earn a bike program. Whenever you see our kids, you wouldn't know what kid was a former homeless kid or a kid with means. And then when you see them out racing with people all over the nation, they have the same bikes, the same helmets, the same everything. So you would never know that they were different or what their past was. So our organization is very expensive, but because of MVP, because of the support of so many sponsors, we're able to give these kids a top-notch program that's actually award-winning. We win national awards all the time. People are trying to duplicate what we're doing, and it's hard for me to explain it. You know, your heart is in the right place, but it just takes a lot of grind. And that's that Pleasant Hill, because we don't quit, we make it happen. So, and then we've had kids that graduate out of program, to be quite honest, probably had not graduated if it was not for our program. So to say that my heart is full, I get emotional. To say that my heart is full would be an understatement, because sometimes it just takes a little effort. I had a hard childhood myself, and it took people loving me to get me to this point. So why would I not pay it forward and do the exact same thing? Mayor Lester Miller, he has had a big push on violence prevention. I think some of these organizations never gotten any funding like this before to give them a chance to get out. They're out in the streets. There are foot soldiers to really try to make a difference. What my program is that to get free bikes for kids, because 25% of our residents don't have a driver's license. So when you talk about kids not getting out of the neighborhood or getting out of community, their parents are having mobility challenges, right? So can you imagine the freedom of getting on your bike? I don't care if it's going down to visit your friend. You have freedom to get away, to get out, and then to get active. A couple of our kids were being bullied, but because they were becoming more active, they were losing weight, they were gaining their confidence. Can you imagine you do 50 miles, you got 1,000 people, right? You're doing, so if somebody's bullying you in school, your confidence level is a whole other level. Like, you're like, whatever, I just did 50 miles with stars all over the nation. So it does build their confidence. And but it's a process. We have to report our findings and really make a difference. But I've met some of the partners and I know that their heart is in the right place. I know they're going to make a difference. But we have also had kids that never biked before and have fallen in love with it. One of our fastest mountain bike kids, his parents just reached out to us via Messenger on Facebook. He didn't really bike, and now he's the 34th fastest kid of mountain bike in the state of Georgia.
Wow.
And he didn't really even bike before. So I just tell parents, if your kids have a lot of agility, they got a lot of energy, trust them, Malay, after doing 25 miles, all they want to do is eat and sleep. So that's a good thing. So if you would have told the old Charise that I'd be out doing what I'm doing now, I would have never guessed it. But I'm more fulfilled in my life now that I've been in a long time. I feel a different purpose. And to be honest, they have helped me more than I think I've helped them. If you see a kid that's struggling, give them some words of encouragement. You never know what's going on in their life, and that word of encouragement may just transform their whole day. So if anything I leave with, let's take care of our chillins. Let's take care of our children. So thank you for this opportunity.